You won't believe this scam I'm seeing dealers pull all over the country, and the thumbnail gives it away. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. I hope you're having a fantastic day. I'm excited to do this educational content for you to protect you the next time you're going out to buy a car. I'm going to share with you in this video of a fake fee due to COVID-19. Absolutely astonishing that dealerships are going to try to charge you this fee. I want to show you around the lot here at the dealership a little bit. All of these spots right here are typically full of cars. That's a customer's car down there. All of these spots right here are typically full. We are so landlocked here at the dealership that we are always scavenging for spots. To have this is a huge luxury right now, but it's kind of a bad thing at the same time. None of these spots are ever open at all. You can even look at Google Maps and Google Drive-By Street View to see what our dealership typically looks like. So with COVID-19, dealerships had an opportunity to just make bank. They had an opportunity to make a lot of money off of selling cars. Inventory levels are the lowest they've ever been right now, but the sales have not slowed down in any way, shape, or form. Our dealership had the best May in the history of the auto group. Absolutely amazing. We were only open for people on the showroom floor for 15 days that month. Absolutely crazy that you could not walk into a dealership, you could not test drive cars, and we sold more cars than we ever have in the month of May. And the reason I tell you that, because I don't want any dealership out there to tell you that they have had effects of COVID-19. Maybe some did, right? I get that. But it was probably their fault because we had to adapt just like anybody else, and we made do with what we had and the conditions we had. So with COVID-19 came a few new scams that are new to the automotive industry. People are actually charging you a COVID-19 cleaning fee. This fee is BS, guys. Don't pay it and refuse to do business with anybody who wants to charge you a COVID-19 cleaning fee. I think you can agree with me that it's the dealership's responsibility, obligation, and duty to protect you from exposure to COVID-19. If that's in the bathroom, if it's at the traditional desk that you see at the dealerships, if it's in communal areas, at the cashier office for service department, whatever the case may be, we have to take steps to protect you from COVID-19 exposure. Not to mention the liable aspect of if it can be traced back to a dealership. Don't know how that could happen, but everybody gets sued for everything nowadays. So dealerships have done some crazy things to pass a cost, a made-up cost, onto you. This one right here, this is not so much of a huge fee, but when someone called me and said, "Hey Mike, what is this fee?" I actually had to Google it and find out what it was. Something I've never seen before, and I realized it's a COVID-19 fee. Not a whole lot of money, but still not something that you need to pay. This one right here, whoa, $1,500? Are you kidding me? What are they giving you for $1,500? I'll tell you what they're giving you. They're giving you absolutely nothing and giving themselves a whole lot of profit, and probably make you never come back to the dealership. This message right here, this was put on YouTube before this video was even up. So people are catching on to it already, and this is a video that I wanted to do for quite a while. So let's talk about what to look for, what they're actually doing, and how to negotiate this fee out. We as a dealership have taken many responsibilities and forward-thinking stuff. That's my used car manager back there. He's wearing a mask and gloves because he's getting ready to go appraise that vehicle I showed you earlier. That's one of the things that we do for the customers to prevent any type of cross-contamination of COVID-19. Maybe hard to see, but we got these nice little plexiglass that most people now have out there. We've had to buy those and put them on 23 desks here, all those desks back there, the reception desk, all the people back in parts and service and everything. With our used cars, my friends over at 360 Express Collision Detail, after they're completely 100% detailed, they come in and they fog the entire car to make sure to go the extra effort to make sure that that car is completely sanitized. If we test drive a car, we have some wipes that we use that is protecting like the steering wheel, or we spray it and wipe it all down on the interior. And then we also have invested in Transform, this disinfectant that does kill all of those germs. Now I'm out here in our service department because this is what we use for our service loaners. You know, we have a big service loaner department. So basically what they do is they take this, they spray it somehow. I probably just screwed that all up. They wipe everything down in the car and make sure that everything is protected. And of course, you'll not see any of these fees on any of our bills of sales or in any of our service repair orders or anything like that. It's because it's our duty, our obligation, our responsibility to protect you as a customer, not to mention protect our business as well. So the dealerships are coming out with these fake, made up BS COVID-19 fees. So now let's talk about how to negotiate those out. Dealerships like to present what's called a foursquare to you that shows 4 aspects of the deal: the purchase price of the car, your trade value if you have one, the money down, and the financing if those are applicable. Now, regardless if you're financing or paying cash, the number one thing you need to see is something like this. This is an itemized bill of sale, and it shows everything to the MSRP of this new vehicle, the discounts, the rebates, the purchase price, and then down here we have sales tax, tag title fees, stuff like that. So I know I get a lot of people that kind of give me some flack on some of this stuff. So to kind of explain this is our dealer fee of $349.50. This is sales tax for the state that the customer lives in, and the non-tax fees are the DMV fees to the state the customer lives in. So this fee and this fee are usually different for every customer, but that $349.50 is our dealer fee. And I know a lot of people will be triggered and say that, hey, don't ever pay over a $75 fee, but you can't negotiate a dealer fee out. It's really, really tough to do. I did make a video on that. I'll link it in the description below and in the top right-hand corner of this video. So first and foremost, you definitely want to get an itemized worksheet like this so that way you can see all the facts. If you don't get an itemized worksheet like this, request one. If they refuse to give you one, down in the description below is a link to a form just like this that you can start asking questions of the dealership to fill out on your own to go in. The only things that you have to pay for at a dealership is the purchase price of the car, your state sales tax, local sales tax, any type of sales tax for your area, any type of DMV fees, and then the dealer doc fee. So again, don't get triggered on the dealer doc fee. They're tough to negotiate out. I'll explain that in another video that I linked down in the description and up in the top right-hand corner, but it is what it is. So let's talk about the task in hand and how to negotiate these COVID-19 fees. First and foremost, you need to focus on just the purchase price of the vehicle first. Don't focus on any additional fees. This could be any fee, not just a COVID-19 fee. If dealers are putting pinstripes on your car, or they're putting secure etch in your car, or anything like that. Again, the 9 fees never to pay a car dealership is linked in the top right-hand corner as well. Any of those fees on there, don't worry about those until the very end. You need to focus on the purchase price of the car, what applicable rebates if it's a new car, and the discounts that you're getting on a new or used car based off of your research, if it's a good deal to you or not. At that point in time, once you went over all of this and you have an itemized sheet out like this, or you have used my sheet to write down all the information for you, at that point is when you negotiate these fees out. So here's how you do it. All right, so you have test driven the car, you've liked it, you told the salesperson that you want to buy it. They go get the numbers from their manager and they come back to you after they butter you up with free soft drinks, coffee, hot cocoa, whatnot, and they present you numbers like this. For this purposes of demonstration, I have handwritten in a fake COVID-19 fee with $1,000 and then just hand wrote the subtotals so they're accurate. The reason I'm doing this is so that way you can see for this demonstration purposes where the fake fee is. Also, they're not going to handwrite anything in. Anything that's handwritten is made up as well. So the dealership employee, the salesperson, is going to come back to you and kind of go over this in a quick fashion. Possibly they may come over and do it in a couple different ways. Personally, me, I usually come over and say, this is the MSRP of the car. This is all your rebates and discounts. This is the purchase price here. This is all your sales tax, tag, title, license here. And then this is your total price out the door. Let me have your autograph right here for approval to purchase the car. So if you notice, I skipped over this fee here. Another way people can do it is they'll come right here, like this is your purchase price with all rebates and discounts. These are your state license, tag, title fees, and total balance here. Let me have your autograph right here for approval. So now what you need to do is simply just look over the numbers and say, no problem, I agree, this is awesome. Hey, by the way, what's this COVID-19 fee? Oh, and they'll explain it to you. Whatever they explain is all BS. It's all made up. It's just to get you to say yes to that fee for a high profit and low value tag on the purchase price of the car. If you're happy with the purchase price, sweet. Say, hey, listen, the price looks good based off of other things that you've done research on, based on this is the availability of this particular unit, based off of, hey, looking at Car Gurus or TrueCar or whatever, so knowing this is a good price. If it's not a good price, what you need to do is negotiate the car deal first. Negotiate the car deal. If you have a trade and your trade's too low, negotiate your trade first. Now, dealerships are going to get you to focus on one of four things. They're going to get you to focus on the price, the trade, the cash down, or the payment. There's only four aspects to a car deal. So they're going to try to focus you on one of the four things. You have to keep in mind that you need to focus on all four things. You need to focus on the price, you need to focus on the trade, your cash down, and your payment. So we're focusing on the price, right? That's what we're going to focus on. What we don't see in here is fake and made up fees. We do that at the end. So when you are happy with your price, you're like, okay, my price is good. I'm good there. Hey, we need to negotiate my trade. After we get the trade done, perfect. Cash down and payment kind of take care of themselves in one fell swoop. If you're making payments, which most people do, you can kind of figure those out on your own at home. You don't need the dealership to figure those out. Also use the Google payment calculator, which is really, really good. So now at this point, once we got all these checks done, and that's when we come back and we focus on this COVID-19 fee. What you do is like, hey, listen, Mr. John Q salesman, I'm happy with the deal. We're good to go. I just need you to do me one favor. Can you do me one favor, please? You ask that open-ended direct question. He's going to say yes or no to that question. Let me say that again. Mr. John Q salesman, everything looks good. I'm happy with the purchase price. I'm now happy with the trade. I'm gonna finance it. So I think I've got that figured out there. Can you do me one favor, please, to make this deal work? It's a yes or no answer. No salesman's ever going to tell you no. He's going to say yes. At that point, you say, perfect. I'll do the deal now, but I need you to get rid of this COVID-19 fee. You get rid of that COVID-19 fee right now, I'll do the deal. If you can't do it, then I'm gonna have to go to the next dealership that doesn't have a COVID-19 fee, and we'll do business with that dealership. You have one opportunity to get rid of this. I don't have time. I don't want to go back and forth on this. I'm not willing to split it. I'm not willing to pay $1 for it. It just needs to go away. And at that point, you hold your ground and let him go to work. And you should have just purchased a car. Again, if the dealership is unwilling to do away with these fake and screwed up fees, let them know that, hey, listen, there's nothing in the world that says that I'm obligated to pay this. You either take it away or I go away. It's one of two things. It's very, very simple. I'm willing to buy a car right now if you do away with that fee, or I'm willing to walk away right now if you don't deal with that fee. You can hold your ground and move on, but hold your ground. If you're not willing to hold your ground, Grandpa used to always tell me, don't pull your gun out unless you're willing to pull a trigger, right? So if you're not willing to do something, don't tell the salesperson that. The salespeople do this every single day. They are trained, highly trained professionals. They will call your bluff every day of the week. So don't make something that's not factual or that you're not willing to do. Don't say it to them, because they will call your bluff, and then you will have egg on your face and not willing to buy that car and have to do more work. The whole intentions of this is for you to have less work, have the best price, and to walk away with what you want to do, and that's purchase a new car. So there you have my educational video for the day. I hope you enjoyed this. If this is something that you like and you want to see more educational content, throw it down in the comment section below, as well as make sure you hit the thumbs up button and share this to your friends and community. As always, guys, thanks again for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. Have a great day and drive safely.